I'm out here on foot right now, but I just had to react because I was leaving the house already when I was hearing about this Tank Davis and Jake Paul thing, which was real. I already knew this was gonna be real from the start. Matter of fact, when Tank Davis started talking about Mike Tyson being treated unfairly with Jake Paul, I thought a lot of it was, just he say, she say as far as promoting the fight. But then, Tank started to say some real things about it. Like, man, I don't like how Jake Paul approached the fight with Mike Tyson. And kept addressing it over and over. So when I heard that, I'm like, man, it's starting to get real. But now we got the news coming out that Jake Paul versus Tank Davis is going to be, that doesn't even sound right. It's going to be happening November 15th. And that's crazy. First person I actually heard on YouTube that said this was actually Blue Plus Sports TV. He was actually the first person I heard say something about the Jake Paul and Tank Davis fight. And definitely was right about it. Definitely was right. I knew that this was a possibility too. Like, to be honest with you, it's not a good look, man. Like, for Tank, bro, it's not a good look. I've seen a lot of people reacting to Lamont Roach. I'm gonna say something about it tonight. I might even do something different as far as the whole situation, reacting to it. But a lot of people just, they let Tank Davis' career get to this point, bro. Like, this all the videos I've been making. I kind of gave up because it's like, I'm a fan of Tank, but I'm not finna have nobody else care more about his career than I do. So we at that point right now. People care about what Lamont Roach doing, and I already said a, that's a bad look, bro. To be honest with you, now people gonna say, well, other fighters did it. Canelo was gonna do it. It don't matter, man. Like, it really doesn't matter. Like, dudes think they Canelo, dudes think they Floyd, and that's the problem. The fans think these dudes is Floyd and Canelo. That's a huge problem. So the sport of boxing is taking a lot of losses right now. And Tank Davis, he's a great talent, but his talent is not being expanded. His talent is not being used the way it should be. It's just not, man. His talent is not being used the way it should be. Back in the day, people said Charles Woodson can play both sides. Deion Sanders was a guy like that. They talking about, is Travis Hunter gonna do that in today's world? But those guys, they see the talent and they trying to use it to the best of their ability. These days in sports, they trying to limit guys. They want guys to be catch and shoot. They want guys to just be certain kind of fighters and not just the best they can be. They don't want these guys to expand their horizons or just take their talent to a whole nother direction. It's just not happening. It's actually a very bad look. It makes the sport of boxing look very bad. When one of the guys who's basically like the flagship holder of boxing, the face of boxing, American boxing, is fighting Jake Paul, giving him validation. And Mike Tyson did this at, 60 years old, but look at where we at right now. Not the same kind of situation. It's actually a very bad look, man. Tank Davis is a way better fighter than this. He really is. His career is better than this. People say that, compare him to Devin Haney and other people. But Devin Haney is fighting Brian Norman Jr. Brian Norman Jr. is fighting Devin Haney. These guys, the reason why they get criticized so much, because they actually in real fights you can actually criticize. People say, oh, well, Norman ain't fought nobody. Well, he doing stuff that people who ain't fought nobody ain't doing. Let's just cut to that. A lot of other guys too. It's time to step up, man. It really is. All boxers. It's cool to have fan bases and build them up, but the only way that people really enjoy boxers and give them credit is when they win and they fight. First of all, you gotta fight somebody, and second of all, you gotta win. Cause don't nobody like no loser. But first of all, you gotta take the big fights though. People are getting credit for that, but you gotta take the big fights. That's not what's going on right now, and it's hurting the sport of boxing badly. I think a lot of people are starting to realize now that Tank Davis' career is about to be 31 years old. 31, biggest fight of his career is gonna be Jake Paul. He's turned into a novelty boxer. That's all it is, exhibition fighter. Ryan Garcia, I knew that fight was done early because they knew one of them guys was gonna lose eventually. Just keeping it in the buck. And with Jake Paul, The same situation with he's already lost, but now you have Tank Davis. Come on, man. Fooling around with Jake Paul. Jake Paul is horrible. As far as why would he even be in the ring with him? And another thing too, how much is he gonna weigh jumping in the ring with Jake Paul? That's the only thing I'm worried about. How much is he actually gonna weigh? That's the thing that's gonna get me. How much is he actually gonna weigh? That's gonna. I don't know. That's gonna surprise him. He goes in there 150, 160. I'm not taking the fight seriously. I'm being honest with y'all. If he goes in there 150, 160, I'm not taking the fight serious. I'm not taking it serious. It's a straight up exhibition as far as that. But I already know what time it is. It's gonna be a few surprises with this fight. I'm actually not really mad at it because a lot of things, bro. I've been talking about Jake Paul, man. Why y'all think I've been talking about Jake Paul on my channel? Why do y'all think I've been talking about Jake Paul on my channel? Because these boxers take Jake Paul more serious than the rest of these people do. The people that's like, oh, I don't like Jake Paul, he's not a real boxer. Well, real boxers, faces of boxing, people that's getting ducked, I heard, is fighting Jake Paul. So we confirmed. So Tank Davis fighting Jake Paul confirms that the rest of these fighters in boxing, according to Tank, is ducking him. They don't want to fight nobody. So this validates Jake Paul even more. So some fans, they don't even know it, but they'll think Shakur and Devin ain't trying to fight Tank, but Jake Paul will. That's nasty work, man. That's bad, bro. It's terrible. Nasty. That's disgusting. I'm gonna be honest with y'all. You gotta think about that. Man, Shakur ain't trying to fight Tank, but Jake Paul will. That's horrible. That's bad. That's a bad look, man. That's gonna take boxing to a place where it don't need to go. And that's really gonna be a real thing too. That's not like something you just say and you kinda ignore. Jake Paul versus Tank Davis is a real fight. It's actually happening. It's actually getting put together. People want to deny it the whole time, talking about, oh, this is fake news and everything else. Bruh, they don't never hold Tank Davis accountable, dog. Being a fan of Tank Davis is like a broad, bro. You a dog on a leash. Tank Davis got fans on a leash. Bro, y'all asked Tank Davis to fight Jake Paul? How was somebody your favorite fighter you ain't ask him to fight nobody? That's what I don't understand. I ain't never had no favorite fighter and I'm like, I mean, you don't watch boxing. Forget all that other stuff, bro. You don't watch boxing. You don't care about boxing like that. Basically, if Tank burned down boxing to the ground, allegedly, if he burned boxing to the ground, you don't care. As long as he knocking somebody out, he fights somebody. Man, I don't care about that, man. I don't care what boxer doing that. If it's a boxer in boxing that's just knocking people out and I'm supposed to enjoy that, nah. Get these dudes out of boxing immediately. Go watch UFC. If you want to go see somebody get knocked out just to get knocked out, go watch UFC. It's about 13 fights every weekend. Guaranteed you're going to see somebody get knocked out. Nah, we ain't doing that. No, sir. I thought Tank was trying to be like Floyd. Y'all turning him into Conor McGregor. Yeah, that's bad, man. I don't understand the whole thought process behind this. But I'm gonna tell you one thing. These other boxers, they getting a better resume. All that Ryan Garcia and Rolly, he made Tank resume look good recently. You guys sound like clowns. You grown men talking like this. Some of these dudes grew up on Hagler and Hearns and Leonard, but they over here meat eating the dude who best win is a Ryan Garcia who we don't even know how good he is. He could be worse than what he looked the last fight. Oh my God, straight meat eaters, man. There's too many meat eaters in boxing right now. It just really is. It's a disgusting. It really is. These dudes is on too much right now. So Tank Davis is sitting around here moving like this in boxing. And we got all this backlash for Devin Haney. Dudes is looking crazy right now. Anybody who says something about Devin Haney, you look like a fool, bro. And you better have that same energy. You look like a fool. And you better have that same energy. Sound like a lot of these dudes getting paid to hate, man. I'm gonna be real with y'all. Devin Haney finna have a fight that all y'all finna pull y'all bras to the side to watch. But Tank Davis finna fight Jake Paul, and y'all gonna watch dudes hype it up. Watch dudes hype this fight up after complaining about everybody else having no fights in boxing. These dudes out here fighting real boxers, and people out here complaining. This dude finna fight Jake Paul, and they finna give him a pass. This dude finna fight Jake Paul, bro, and finna get a pass. I don't know if people understand that. This man is gonna get a pass for this. They're not holding him accountable now for the fights he's made already. Bro, you finna fight Jake Paul? Come on, man. Like, for real. Devin Haney the only one who control his career. I don't think Tank Davis even control his own career, to be honest with you. It's that pathetic. I don't even think he controls his own career. I think he's a puppet at this point. Moving like a puppet. You better be moving like a puppet. That better be. I'm trying to find an excuse for you. I'm trying to find an excuse. I'm trying to find an excuse that he moving like this. Bruh, dudes, that's why I told dudes. Stay away from my channel with all that somebody ducking Tank stuff. Ain't nobody ducking no Tank Davis so he can go fight Jake Paul. Bruh, stay away from us with that foolishness, bruh. That stuff sounds terrible, bruh. So much cap going on. Nobody wants to hear that. I don't want to hear those lies. People be talking about how somebody talking. I don't want to hear those lies in boxing. Why y'all lying so much? We got all this technology. You can call these fighters up. Tank ain't told none of y'all you want to fight Jake Paul. Man, they're the dudes going across against Tank Davis rumors of him fighting Jake Paul. It's Tank Davis fans, super fans, fanboys, wanna-be cousins, fake cousins. We got a lot of fake Tank Davis cousins out here. Wanna-be Tank Davis cousin. Can't even imagine him fighting Jake Paul and this happening. Why he ain't tell none of y'all that he fighting Jake Paul? Why Tank ain't tell his fans he fighting Jake Paul, man? What's the issue with that? I think that's a big deal. Tank Davis ain't fighting he ain't fighting his common opponents, man, or nothing like that. Shout out to my dog Rude. All these common opponents that he got. Guys fighting Rolly. Man, I know Rude finna cook on this today. Man, y'all tripping. I can't believe y'all got Tank Davis out here moving like this. Ruining this man's career. I just seen the best Tank Davis. Whatever y'all finna see, it's finna be leftovers. It's finna be Russell Westbrook with the Lakers. Y'all, whatever y'all seen from Tank Davis, it's finna be over with. It's finna be Kevin Durant with the Suns. I'm telling you that right now. This ain't no hating on, bro. It been how many years, bro? I done seen what I needed to see, bro. Trust me. It ain't take long to see what Brian Norman had to bring to the table. For some reason, it's gonna take a long time to see what Tank Davis got to bring to the table. Because that's just the excuse that everybody got. It ain't take that long to find out what Brian Norman about. These other guys, bro, y'all just hyping them up. It don't take that long to find out what a boxer is really about, bro. It really don't. And then another thing too, y'all ain't calling out guys who juicing, who look different after the juice, after they got out the juice. So yeah, it's a lot of issues out here that people gonna have to address that they don't want to address. There's a lot of elephants in the room that they're gonna have to address. A lot of them. It's gonna be a lot of them they gotta address. Cause this right here is terrible. This is pushing back boxing backwards. It's not even Tank Davis' era no more. This is Jake Paul's era. Confirmed, guaranteed. This is Jake Paul's era right here. Tank Davis ain't got no era, bro. He just literally, Jake Paul stepped past him now. He just gave Jake Paul confirmation as a big name in boxing. Jake Paul using Tank Davis for a big name. Trust me. He getting used. This ain't nothing about this is boss. He don't look like no big dog on here. Jake Paul the one who got fighters. He the one who got resources. Jake Paul got more resources. He putting on fighters, female fighters. Y'all talking about a couple of fighters that Tank and co-signed in the gym, like he got fighters signed to him that's making a whole bunch of moves. Man, it ain't nothing like that going on. Nothing. It ain't nothing but destruction going on. Tearing down other guys. Talking about who ain't got no resume, who ain't fought nobody. This right here is horrible. I don't like it. As a boxing fan, this is trash. Everybody who acting like Tank pushing boxing forward, I hope y'all stand on what y'all need to stand on as far as this. If this was Devin Haney, y'all dudes be losing y'all mind. These dudes out here are worried about other men outside of boxing. When it comes to boxing, they don't care about none of that stuff. When it comes to Devin Haney, bro, y'all be worried about all this other stuff. If he was fighting Jake Paul, knowing that the resume he has, he could be fighting Jake Paul, but he's fighting Brian Norman. Bro, that's why I said, man, dudes is built different. Built way different. Gotta quit hyping these guys up, man. For real. A lot of these dudes getting hyped up way too much. They not like that. It's a difference, man. Everybody can't be Brian Norman Jr. Everybody can't be Devin Haney. I understand. Everybody can't be Benavidez. Both Benavidez, they fight everybody. And everybody can't be Wilder. These dudes ain't trying to fight nobody. You think Deontay Wilder wouldn't mind fighting Jake Paul? Man, y'all dudes, man, these fans out here destroyed boxing.